In this video, I am going to be building a scene from every Batman film in LEGO. Make sure to like and subscribe and let's get into it. So when you look up what the 1966 Batboat looks like, it's kind of different from other Batboats in the past, so I need to figure out what colors I need for this. Which wasn't hard since it's basically white and blue. Now with the limited amount of blue pieces that I have, I actually ended up going with a more darker shade of blue than I had intended, but these pieces were just so much more useful than the other shades. And I think with the white, it looks really good actually. So I'm definitely going to stick with it for the bottom. Next I did something I've never done before. I used a upside down building technique, and then I just built all around it, keeping it into place, and it looks amazing. Then I built onward around the back, and oh my goodness, the blue in this shade actually does look really good, and I am very happy with how this is turning out. Next I added in some more details such as the tail for the back, the windshields in the front, and the lights. And some 60s style controls. And I finished it off by using a sideways building technique as some water to make the set look even better. For minifigures, we only have two, the first one being Batman, and literally, the Batboat's shade of blue goes so well with Batman's. And the second minifigure being Robin. And we are done with the Batboat. I am really happy with how this turned out actually. Now there are plenty of iconic scenes from '89 Batman, but I think the scene I want to make is the one where Batman says that famous quote, "I'm Batman." First thing I did is I started laying out the structure and the foundation for how I wanted everything to go. I also tried to make sure the wall looked like an old brick structure as I was building up. I also left room for the door. Eventually, I finished building the brown structure and I tiled it off. Then I finished off the curb beside it, which was easy enough. Next I built up this wooden door. Don't worry, it's meant to look like this, it's meant to look old. And I carefully set it into place. As for minifigures, we have three, the first one being Michael Keaton's Batman. Then for the first thug, we have Alexander Pierce's legs, Kevin Feige's torso, Alexander Pierce's head, and Kevin Feige's hat. After that, I placed the thug on the set. For the next thug, I used a police officer's pants, Han Solo's torso, Shaggy's head, and a thug's hat. And I placed the thug on the set. And we are done with the scene from '89 Batman. I hope you guys like this set, I like it too. So when coming up with this, I already knew exactly what scene I wanted to do from Batman Returns. And that's the scene where Penguin goes to the cemetery to visit his parents' grave. To start, I set up snow all around the base plate with a dirt path in the very middle. Afterwards, I added a small second layer of snow just to make it a little higher, so I can make it more movie accurate. Then I added a fence. I just thought it would look better, and I tiled it off, but I left this part open just to make it look more decaying. And I finished off the set by adding in the gravestones. For minifigures, we only have one, which is the Penguin. And we are done with our mock from Batman Returns. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm very proud of this. First I started by building up the foundation for where I wanted the walls to be. Then I tiled off the floor, and I also added some vents as a little more detail. And I added plates for where I can put the suits and accessories. Next I built up the rest of the wall. I actually had to take apart my Shadowbox Batcave just because I didn't have enough pieces, but it was worth it because it looked incredible in the end. Next I built up the suit area in dark gray, kind of to help it stand out a little more, which I think it looked really good. And while I did install a roof, I had to remove it because I had to install the suits, and yes, I have a lot of suits from the LEGO Batman movie. For minifigures, we only have two, the first one being Batman. I wish I had the minifigure from LEGO.com, but that one is not released yet. And for the second minifigure, we have Alfred, which I just borrowed from the Shadowbox Batcave. And we are done with our mock from Batman Forever. I am so happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys like it too. I'd like to wish a happy 30th anniversary to Batman Forever. Rest in peace to Val Kilmer. He was really good as Batman. And thank you all so much for 600 subscribers. This truly means a lot to me. So for the floor, I made it all white, and since it's snowy on the floor, I wanted to add some more detail, so I put in some layers and made some of the snow smooth, but also some of it a little rough, and I think it added much more detail to the set. Next I added in the background, and I tried to make it look more snowy and icy. It looks a little different from the movie, but I feel like this just works. And I am very happy with the detail. And for minifigures, we only have one, which is Mr. Freeze. For him, I simply used Captain Cold's torso and legs, and Mr. Freeze's head from the 60s, and of course, we cannot do this without Mr. Freeze's polar bear slippers, and I did the best I could. And with help from this 1x1 piece, I was able to fit Mr. Freeze perfectly onto the MOC. And we are done with our MOC from Batman and Robin. This will probably be my shortest and most simple build yet. For the ice, I simply used flat blue pieces and it works really good, I think. Then of course I added white for the snow. I did a similar technique to Batman and Robin where I added a bunch of pieces above the snow to make it look more lumpy. For minifigures, we only have two, the first one being Bruce Wayne, and the second one being Ra's al Ghul. And we are done with our MOC from Batman Begins. So here's the plan. Instead of ordering one, I'm gonna make a custom. Hopefully this looks good, I did the best I could, and of course, we have Batman. First, I tiled off the base plate while also marking down where I wanted to build up from. I also tried putting in somewhat of a unique pattern, and I think it turned out okay. And I built up from there. I tried to make the place look a little decaying or unfinished. I don't know if that's like what it was in the movie, but I think this works really well. And we are done with our MOC from The Dark Knight. I also added a dog in there to complete the scene, and this is definitely one of the best Batman movies ever made. I'm very happy with how this MOC turned out. First, I put down two pillars that I stole from the police station, and I put down a cell door in the middle. Then I kind of built up from there. And I added in another pillar on the other side. Then I put down another wall with some interesting details, and a nice bed, and another wall. I don't know why I said nice bed, this looks like it's made of stone. For minifigures, we only have one, which is Bruce Wayne. And we are done with our MOC from The Dark Knight Rises. First, I tiled off a base plate, but I also tried to make it a little bit decaying just because it's Gotham. Then I brought in a second base plate and tiled it off again, but I made it a little less decaying. And after I was done, I simply snapped the two together. And to finish it off, I simply added the Batmobile and Penguin's car. For minifigures, we only have two, the first one being Batman, and the second one being the Penguin. And we are done with our MOC from the Batman. I am very happy with how this turned out. I know it's simple, but I really like it, and this is a very epic scene, and I hope you all enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe.